I hate Hollywood studios. Well, some things in Hollywood studios. Today, we are doing all of my least favorite things at Hollywood studios. Does this sound like a Kristen intro? Because guess who wrote it for me?
Me!
We're actually doing all the things, my least favorite things in Hollywood studios today. That means we're not doing Tower of Terror. That means we're not doing Rise of the Resistance. It's gonna be a lot of off the beaten path. Actually, some things I haven't done before. So, yeah, okay, thanks for being here. Actually, first up on our list, we're headed over to the, what is it called? The kids, what is it?
Kids Bop.
Kids Bop. No, it's Playhouse Disney, right? That's where Bear in the Big Blue House used to meet. We're gonna meet one of the characters over there, hopefully, because it's something I've never done and I would normally never do. Now, this area does not only have a Vampira meet and greet, but they also have meet and greets of other characters, including Fancy Nancy, and sometimes I've seen Doc McStuffins here. I have seen Doc McStuffins here, which I was hoping maybe I could meet today at some point. I haven't visited a doctor in quite a bit of time. I have some stuff I'd like to have her look at. That sounds so weird. I don't know if her practice takes my insurance, but I was yeah. It's so expensive nowadays. Healthcare is just off the charts. I am literally shaking in my Vans right now. I'm a little nervous. This is one of my favorite characters. I'm gonna ask her about some garlic things because she's a vampire, and that's the most generic thing I could say without asking if she's Team Edward or Team Jacob, which is what Kristen wants me to do. But that's technically, I think, Warner Brothers, so I don't want to step on any toes. Hi. Happy Halloween, by the way. I think it's very fitting that we stop and say hi today because it's Halloween. I would normally bring a gift, but the only thing I had in my car was garlic. And I know, it was leftover breadsticks from Olive Garden's never-ending salad and soup. Right, is that what it is? I don't know, I'm a big...
You can always give to the chef Remy, right? He can always whip up something really
You could just no garlic, obviously. But yeah, could we get a photo? Is that possible? Okay. You wanna just...
Oh yes, we can.
My favorite part of that was watching Ryan hug Vampirina. I know he really loved that.
I was like, no thank you, but I couldn't say no thank you. To be very clear, meeting characters is not one of my least favorite things here at Disney. I had to choose a least favorite character, at least a character I knew literally nothing about until I walked up there. I'm like, oh, vampire, garlic, what else do they, I don't know. It was...
Twilight.
Now, you know I mean it when I say these are things that are my least favorite here at Hollywood Studios, when I straight up avoid them so much that I haven't even done some of these things. And our number 2 on the list of the things that I avoid here at Hollywood Studios is the Frozen Singalong show, which I've never done before. I'm not the biggest fan of Frozen, but there's a first for everything, and maybe, who knows, maybe this will leave the list as soon as we're done with this, because I love it so much I can tell you right now that is not the case. Let's head inside. Kristen, what are you letting go of today?
I can't say.
What? No, say it. In case anybody didn't know, this is a Frozen sing-along. So I think I might hand my other mic to Kristen. We'll do some duets for this one. How would that be?
If this was Frozen 2, I'd be down for a duet. But I actually don't like the Frozen sing-along either, so I'm with Ryan on this one.
Do you want to build a snowman?
It doesn't have to be a snowman.
How do you even know these words?
Ryan's never seen Frozen.
One of the most interesting parts about the Frozen sing-along is that all of these videos that they play are available on YouTube. I can tell you that because I've used one of them before for reference stuff for a video. And if you just want, you could just put these in front of your kids at home. I know it's a show for kids, but if you're an adult, I would recommend against this show, mainly because it is mostly just playing the lyric videos that they have made for the movie itself. They do have storytelling actors in between that are very, very talented, a lot of topical jokes. Typically in Disney shows like this, at least Disneyland and Disney World have one show that fills that topical void. It was Aladdin at DCA for a very long time, and Genie was that topical whatever. We did see that on the cruise when we went on the cruise, but this is the one here now apparently. Kristen's gonna tell you what used to be here though, which was some pretty interesting shows in this space.
I can't remember I don't know if there was something there first, but I remember there used to be a Doug show, Doug Live, very interesting. I've looked up some videos online on YouTube, and it's definitely a crazy show. I used to love Doug as a kid, though. I don't know if I've ever seen it, but I do know I have seen the American Idol show. Actually, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire was in there too, right?
No, that was in the Toy Story theater. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Play it. The soundstage where Toy Story
Really?
is, yeah.
Oh, okay. So that American Idol experience was in there, which I have seen multiple times when I was a child coming here. And it was like they would pick people from the audience to kind of be like the singers on the show, and then they'd rate them. And whoever won for the whole day actually got a golden ticket to go to Hollywood in American Idol, for real. And now it's a Frozen sing-along, which I agree with Ryan. I don't recommend it. I don't enjoy it. I love Frozen 2. Frozen is okay, but I just feel like it's very lazy, and I feel like you go to that show wanting to see Anna and Elsa, and they are almost not in the show. That's how little they're in the show. I mean, Elsa probably spends 2 minutes in whole on stage, and then Anna's maybe 3-4 minutes, so I could do without.
Love is an open door. Oh, this is the sandwiches part. Are you ready for the sandwiches part? We finished.
Sandwiches.
That's what I was gonna say. There are some pretty cool effects, like there's some like lighting and there's some smoke, and then it snows at the end, which is really cool, I guess. We were directly under one of the snow machines on the ceiling, I feel like, because I was like drenched in this Snope. Do you guys know what Snope is? It's the theme park snow that's actually soap. So don't try to catch it in your mouth. Unless you have a bad kid, tell them, oh, catch the snow in your mouth, and then you'll wash your mouth out with soap. That happened to me all the time as a kid. Did you ever do that? Did mom or dad ever do that to you?
Grandma used to do that to me.
Oh, Grandma. Now I know what you're thinking. Whoa, Orion. You cannot be headed into Star Wars Land. How could there be any part of Star Wars Land that you do not enjoy? Well, we had to ride a ride today, and if we're narrowing down all of the rides in the park, there is one that I am not too fond of anymore. It's a great concept. I love being pilot, but Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run is a little much motion-wise for me, but we're doing it today because we got to. Unfortunately, Kristen will not be joining me today because she does not do very well on motion simulators, specifically Smuggler's Run. But there is a single rider line here for Smuggler's Run that not a lot of people know about. It's actually just to the left of the main entrance, but you are not guaranteed to get any position that you request, meaning that if you want to be a pilot, if you want to be an engineer, a gunner, anything like that, you are pretty much guaranteed to be an engineer when you're going here for single rider, which is perfectly fine. We have to ride it for the video. I have not ridden Smuggler's Run in maybe a year and a half. I think last time Isabel's brother was in town. I do really wish they had like more than one like story to follow here on Smuggler's Run, which I think originally they were talking about having it like something similar to Star Tours. Which way do I go? Uh-oh, I don't know where I'm going. This way? I've gone this way before. I'm gonna go this way.
Hold the stick to fly up and push forward to fly down. Weapons are online. Pilot, get the boosters. Now let's go get that light gun. Right, pilot, make the jump to light speed.
I did it. I do not blame Kristen for taking a pass on wanting to ride this today whatsoever. Single rider was definitely worth doing. I walked literally straight up and onto the ride. I waited probably a total of 5 minutes. I consider that to be a walk-on. As I mentioned before, I was placed as an engineer with a random family, and that was fine. It was very rough though. And I am once again reminded why I avoid Smuggler's Run. It was a very rough ride, even more so than before. During one point, I even my camera hit against the seat back in front of me. It is a very rough ride. There's multiple parts in that are story points, and I fully understand that it has to happen, but it's just very uncomfortable. Just very shaky, very abrupt falls, stops, stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna ride that next. I'm probably gonna only ride it when I have a full group of 6 next time, so I can do Chewy mode. Do you guys know what Chewy mode is? It's like you all press a button or something when you all sit down like right away, and then Chewy directs you through the ride itself, which sounds really fun. I don't know how much more on top of that it does. I don't think there's any different storylines, which what I mentioned before, I'd love to see different stories, different planets. It's weird that they do have a ride here based off of the least successful Star Wars movie, which is Solo. Did you guys know this is based off of Solo? What do? Do I just rattle off facts like this? Is that what I do? Is this what vloggers do? We covered meet and greets, we covered rides, we covered shows, food. There's one food item that I avoid every time, and I have had it before. There's some seasonal treats over on the very opposite side of the park, so I'm gonna make my way over there, meet back up with Kristen because she's there trying some mac and cheese. I guess we'll see what she thought of that too, maybe, possibly. How was your mac and cheese? Was it good?
Well, you might think it's good because I ate all of it, but it was not. It was very, very dry. This was it.
It looks good to me.
It doesn't look dry.
It's a little dry.
It was bone dry. I'll tell you that. It was dry. But the flavor was good. It just needed way more cheese sauce. But I was very, very hungry because the only thing I had eaten today is 2 beignets. So
What kind of beignets?
cookies and cream beignets, the best beignets. But yeah.
Earlier today, we did try these super duper viral beignets that unfortunately, as of within the next 12 hours, are going to be gone forever. Kristen is obsessed with these, and I think they're a little overrated. So obsessed that in the past 3 days, she's had 3 orders of them, right?
And since Friday, so I got them on Friday. I got them on Monday and Tuesday. So that's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I've had them 3 times in the last 5 days. That's so embarrassing.
Yeah, they're super good. I don't think they're the second coming of Christ or anything. Hopefully they'll add them somewhere else. I don't know, we'll see. The reason we have made our way down Hollywood Boulevard is to try one of our least favorite snacks here at Disney's Hollywood Studios, which is the seasonal shake they have over at Hollywood Scoops. They normally have like a donut on top. I've tried this one before. I've tried most of them before. They're all very, very disappointing for the most part. Very vanilla-y. Well, I mean, I'll show you once we get it. Here, this is what it looks like.
Just let me hold it for you.
Are you okay?
Just let me do it.
Okay.
I'm here.
Oh, okay. Why are you being so mean?
If being mean is asking you if I want me to hold the camera for you, then sue me.
I thought you wanted to just steal the milkshake.
No, I don't want the milkshake. I was gonna help you record it.
This milkshake is a massive mess. That's negative point number 1. Negative point number 2, it doesn't taste good. I didn't even try it. I can already tell you that because I've had this one before. It's the same seasonal ones they have every year. Well, that's a little better. That's a little better. The orange one was the worst. It's hard to tell between the orange, like the springtime one, and this one for obvious purposes because it has an orange donut on top. It's a cake donut, very spongy. I do not like spongy cake donuts. And it's candy corn themed. I don't know why we're highlighting this. It is October 31st, the day of recording, and it's going to be gone tomorrow. So look out for it next year. And it's also not good. So, yeah.
But I think why Ryan is highlighting it is because no matter what the milkshake is from Hollywood Scoops, no matter what flavor, it is never good. Although I will say, out of all the milkshakes at Hollywood Scoops, this is the best one I've had in a very long time because it was actually cold and frozen. Usually when you get the milkshakes here, they're like not cold, they're warm, and they taste like warm whipped cream. This actually is cold, so I like it, and I like candy corn, so I like the flavor.
One thing that I did want to mention as well, I did not get a shot of the actual sign that said how much it cost because there was a cast member's face like right next to it, the cash register, so I didn't want to film it. This cost $9.97. $9.97. With taxes, it's more than that, probably like 10 something. It's too much. This is too much, especially for just a simple milkshake for $10. Highly recommend against this. I don't know. That's the point of this video, though. We're trying all the things I try to avoid and my least favorite. So there you go. We're gonna have one more stop, though.
So we are going into a store here. If you follow along, you know the main reason why I want to go in the store is to see if they have my sweatshirt, which I knew exactly where to come into this store. I see the collection here, and surprise, they don't have it.
We covered everything from my least favorite ride, least favorite show, least favorite whatever, everything. We have to find some of my least favorite merch. So we're gonna do a quick highlight of the merch that I would never buy. And I'm not gonna buy one, actually. I'm not.
So one of the worst pieces of merch in the stores right now, in my opinion, is this pleather puffer jacket. Who's buying this in Orlando? It's so warm and toasty, and I couldn't imagine when anyone in Orlando would ever need this. I guess people buy it to bring home, but for me, it's very impractical. Just doesn't make sense. Oh my gosh, it has to be at least $100. Where's the price tag? $89.99. I actually thought it was going to be over $100, so I guess it's a bargain.
One more line that I spotted when coming in is this like traditionally black line of like just Mickey on the front of shirts and sweatpants and stuff like that, but they have a hat and it's brown. Instead of black, it's brown. Taking to Brown Town.
Would be perfect for you. Okay, I changed my mind from that jacket to this t-shirt.
What is it?
It's like the Frontierland, I don't know. It's so unnecessary and so ridiculous.
Ooh, it's like felt printed.
It's so absurd. I don't know who wants to buy a t-shirt with a churro cart on it.
You.
I do not. I would be the prime target audience, and I don't want to buy this.
One thing that we were looking for, we literally went to every single one of these gift shops here at Studios, was this firework spirit. Is it a Spirit jersey? No, because if you look on the back, it's not like across the back. And Spirit jersey is a brand, which I learned very, very recently. I did not know that. But it's a firework crew necky, whatever, 100th anniversary. Yeah, I think that's the whole part of the video. I don't want to be too negative. There's a cast member who pointed out to me that's nearby. But here you go. That's just, yep. I would not get that. I guess the lesson learned today is that even doing all of your least favorite things here at Hollywood Studios still makes for a great day. Is that how you end it as a Disney vlogger? You go, "Aw, shucks. We had a really good time." I actually did have a decent day. Even though it was the things that I didn't like doing, I still had a good time. Legitimately, I am so thankful to be able to be here, local here in Orlando, and do all this on a daily basis. I never let that pass my mind. If there's anything that we did miss out on our like least favorite thing, is there something that we didn't do that you do normally not like to do? Yeah? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for being here and subscribing. We'll see you guys real soon. Okay. Bye.